This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Quite a lot of the Neural DSP marketing and also the artist roster is kind of focused towards slightly heavier styles of music. So whether it's things like gent or metal, I think that's where a large majority of their artist roster sits. Now, if you're like me and maybe a little bit kind of jazz, blues, rock, not always heavy focused, kind of interested in sort of mid to low gain strat tones and stuff, I think there would be maybe potentially question marks. I do get asked this sometimes, and people say, thanks for doing the pro reverb capture because there's a lot of heavy stuff. So if you have the question, is the Quad Cortex good for anything other than metal? I think that's a reasonable sort of question to ask. I actually personally feel like I kind of prefer the mid to low gain tones on the Quad Cortex. I think generally they sound really good quite quickly. Especially things like the Lone Star amp, and for this preset I kind of just chucked on a Marshall JTM 45. So the answer for me is that yes, I think actually it can do these lower gain tones really well, and these mid gain tones, these things kind of in that edge of breakup, I think they can sound really quite cool and play really well under the fingers and feel decent to play. The one thing that I would suggest, maybe there aren't a ton of amp choices in this kind of realm necessarily for loads of people, but there are enough of the kind of staples there that you could have a lot of fun with them. A lot of Fender amps in there, quite a lot of Marshall amps in there, and the odd other kind of bits and pieces kind of amp, like the Lone Star, there's the Morgan SW50. So there are enough things to get your teeth stuck into. I think it'd be good in future if they could add something like a Two Rock, something like a Dumble, amps like that I think would go down well. And yeah, I guess, let me know your thoughts in the comments about whether it does this kind of stuff really well or not. Does it sound better to you than when I play through a Helix or an Axe Effect or anything like that? I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Sometimes people do say the Quad Cortex stuff stands out. I don't know whether it does or not on the channel, but let me know your thoughts. And then what other amps would you like to see added to the Quad Cortex if you're able to grant wishes and that sort of stuff. Here's a preset build for you. If you want me to drop this preset into the cloud, leave a comment. Maybe consider using the Buy Me a Coffee link if you feel really generous. But yeah, just comments, liking, subscribing, all that stuff helps. And yeah, if you're interested in this sort of video, Quad Cortex stuff, Helix stuff, lessons as well, hopefully there's a reason for you to subscribe to the channel if you dig it. On with the show. Relatively.
Something like that, maybe, yeah. In front, I think I want to put a compressor, if they still work. The dual doesn't work anymore, does it? So let's go with a solid state compressor. Okay, right, then what I wanted to do was also, if we go into our amps, pull in a Marshall JTM 45, and this is hopefully going to, if I can find one, where have you gone? Marshall JTM 45, let's go for the bright, down here, split I want to drag to here, back up camera, sorry, just ran out of battery on the other one. So yeah, what I'm going to do, bring the JTM 45 down. Cab wise, I want to use whatever, this one, and again we'll try and keep it a little bit on the and volume gain. And then what we got is a dual amp thing where we've got the kind of thicker tone and the kind of sparkly getting involved as well. Now let's just drag this split to here and see if we can add anything else on here. We'll go for, first of all, a lush reverb. I'll take the mix nice and low. Nice, and also some delays. Where are you, delays? Over here. We'll go with a dual delay, or actually maybe a tape. Go tape. Change device. Let's go for tape. Something kind of classic-y. Tape, and then we get. Turn this down a bit. Nice, and drive down, and then also what I wanted to chuck in front, if I can, the Boss OD1 sounds awesome. If I chuck that in front of the compressor, very nice, and then that's down there. Let me just set up the foot switches properly, I guess. So this scene here, bypass, nope, that's not what I want, here, and we'll have them bypassed here, come on there, and then we got our two scenes, right? And our reverb and delay down here. E, I don't need to be a cab, so I need to get rid of that. I sort of wish it wouldn't automatically assign stomps. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. To me it doesn't seem to help a whole lot, because it's assigning things like amps and cabs which I don't really need to turn on or off. It may just be me who feels that way though. Morph. I haven't got any more DSP to use on this line, so what is this going to be called? Save, warm, spank, tone, guitar. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to chuck that. Yeah, not just a metal machine. I think these kind of tones are what I really like the Quad Cortex for. I think even more than the heavier sort of tones. Yeah, let me know if you want me to drop that into the cloud. I'll catch you in another video soon. And cheers for stopping by. Really simple preset, just blending the Lone Star and a JTM 45, which go together quite nicely. I think, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Cheers. Oh, feel free to like and subscribe as well. And if you dig these Quad Cortex videos, leave a comment, leave a like, maybe consider using the Buy Me a Coffee link just so I know to keep continuing making them. Because, yeah, I think there's a smaller audience, but if you let me know that these are useful, I'll continue.